Cool. So welcome everybody. What we're going to be doing today is just using this as a resource, and we're going to be talking about getting new people off to a good start. So what we're going to do, Peter, we're going to pretend I've just recruited you into the business, and when I'm asking you any questions, just react how you want to react. Okay, so this isn't set up, it's just reacting how you want to react. As I said before, if you're already using stuff that is working for you, don't change that. Continue working stuff that's working. This is just additional guidelines, and you may pick up some tips along the way. So the scenario is we've just been on an appointment, and we've introduced Peter to the business, and he's decided to join. So we're now going to go into this role play and see where that comes. So Peter, welcome to the business.
Thank you very much.
We've just got to go through some stuff to get you started. It's going to take about 20 minutes. Do you have time to do that now?
Yeah, I'll do that now.
Fantastic, brilliant. So the first thing I've done there is I've asked this permission to do some stuff to get him started. Now, in a normal scenario, you may have been at that person's house an hour and a half, 2 hours, okay? Don't make the assumption that they're now had enough and you have to go, okay? Granted, if they come down dressed in their night clothes and they've got a cup of cocoa, you may make that assumption, but I always ask if they've got the time, okay? So back into role play. Fantastic, Peter. What we're going to do is just set for ourselves a 90-day plan to get you started. And what we're going to do is we're going to plan something called team leader. Okay, now normally I would write out team leader, but you can see from this writing already it's going to be a bit like a 5-year-old. So team leader, by the way, Peter, do you want to build this business fast or slow?
I could do with it going fast, Lloyd.
Fast, fantastic. So what we're going to do is we're going to look to do that in the next 90 days. Okay, now if they had said slow, I still say 90 days. That's not, it's just giving me an indication of what they want to do. So Peter, team leader, don't worry about what that is. I'm just going to explain what that is now. So there's a circle with, I'm going to put a P in this, with you in the middle there. So we talked about building a business and building your network. Who would be the first 3 people you would want in your business?
Well, I think you know, our 4 daughters, Hazel,
daughters. Okay.
4 daughters. Yeah, Hazel, Carol, Paula, and Kerry.
So Hazel here.
Yeah.
Carol.
Yeah.
Paula
and Kerry.
3 for now. So Hazel, okay. Carol, and Paula. And what team leader is? Team leader is when you have a minimum of 10 personal customers. They have 3 each. And as a group, you've got 50. Okay. Now you can immediately see 3 times 3 plus 10 isn't 50. Okay. But what may happen is Hazel may go off and recruit some people. You may bring in a 4th person, as you mentioned, with your daughter. And it's just as long as everyone in your team totals to 50, that's team leader for you. Okay, so that's what we're going to be going after over the next 90 days. Now, in my experience, in order to find 3 who join your business, you probably have to speak to closer to 20 people. Okay, so who else would you like? Who else do you know that is smart, ambitious, successful, looking to do more?
James.
James. Okay.
Yep.
And then what I would do is I would write down, I'd jot down with names and numbers another 20 people or so that we can speak to. And if you remember, we've got a fast start planner which we can download from the partner portal, and on the back of that fast start planner it's got a list of 20 names. I'll see if I can just find that. And that is what I use. Here we go. You're familiar with this. Hope you can all see that. And on the back of here, it's got a space for 20 or so names. So I would use that, jot down some names, find out a little bit about those people, get some numbers and stuff like that. Once we've got that, I'll say, Peter, I'm just going to take a quick photo of this list because over the next couple of weeks, we're going to be working together. And it's just so I've got a copy to see where we are with everyone. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Excellent. Fantastic. So what we're going to do now is, like any business, there's a certain way to speak to people to get them interested in the business. So if we go over to what we call the partner portal, we can watch a couple of videos which talks about some of the scripts and some of the language that we use in order to get people interested in the business. These videos are only a couple of minutes long. Is that okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
So we would then go over to the Learning Center and we would watch the videos on the 5 levels of formality. Okay, is everyone familiar with those videos? Okay, so the 5 levels of formality, we'll watch the first couple where they talk about level 1 and level 2. And then we'll come back to his list and say, Peter, looking on those lists, let's go through and see who's a level 1 and who's a level 2 contact. Okay, and then what we'll do is all the level 1s, we'd sit there and we'll make some calls, or we'll send some messages, or we'll make contact in some way to his level 1 contact. Okay, and what we would then hopefully get from that is 2 or 3 appointments. Okay, that's the aim, to get 2 or 3 appointments in a couple of days' time or in a week's time, or whenever it is we looked at our diaries and we saw that we were through. Okay, it could be that he's got some level 2 contacts, and in that case there's also the script for the level 2s. We'd phone them as well. Sometimes you'll get on the level 2 contacts, Peter may be a bit sort of apprehensive for calling those, in which case I would make the call to those level 2 contacts. Okay, and the call would go something like this. So what we're going to do, we're going to, who else can I use? Who's on this call? And sitting there. Adrian, can I use you? Fantastic. Say hello, Adrian.
Hello.
Hello, Adrian.
Fantastic. Just so that you're here. So I'm going to pretend I'm ringing Adrian. So I'd go ring, 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 ring. Adrian, pick up the phone.
Hello.
Hi, is that Adrian?
Yeah, speaking.
Hi, Adrian. My name's Lloyd. We've not spoken before, but we've got a mutual friend in Peter Hannon.
Ah, yeah, I know him, yeah.
Fantastic. We just sat with Peter and we doing some business together, and I was asking him who he knew that was smart, ambitious, looking to do more, and he gave me your name. Is that right?
Oh, yeah, that sounds like me.
Fantastic, brilliant. Adrian, look, I don't want to waste your time, and I'm busy as well. In order to just show what we're doing, can I send you over a short video of what we're doing? It takes about 5 minutes to explain it. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine, yeah.
Brilliant. How soon can you have a look at that?
Well, I could look right now if you send it.
Okay, fantastic. I'll get Peter to send that across to you, and then I'll give you a call back in about 15 minutes to see what you like best. Is that okay?
That's perfect, yeah.
Fantastic, brilliant. Thanks very much, Adrian.
Cheers.
Take care, mate.
Bye.
Cool. So that's that call.
So which video have I got to send in then?
So all you would do is you send him the link to your recruiting site, which has just got the Joanna Lumley.
Have I got a recruiting site?
Sorry?
Have I got a recruiting site?
Everyone's got a recruiting site, Peter. Everyone's got a recruiting site. If you go to your partner portal,
I've only just joined.
Sorry?
I've only just joined.
Okay, so everyone's got a recruiting site. Yeah, everyone's still got a recruiting site. So if you go to the partner portal, you've got the quick links. So if you scroll down to the quick links, everyone's got a recruiting site from minute 1. Okay, you don't have to worry about that. So that's fantastic. So we do some of those. Going back to if we've got 2 or 3 appointments set up, I would say to Peter, right, that's the end of what we need to do for now, Peter. All I'm going to do is leave you some homework. Is that okay? Brilliant.
Depends what it is.
Okay, so the homework I'm going to leave you, the first thing is to just do the online training.
Okay.
Okay. And I would show him where to do that back into the learning centre. Okay. The second thing I'd want you to do, Peter, is just to expand your list. Because we've got 20 names. We're going to go straight through those fairly quickly. So what I want you to do, just think about who else you know. Okay. And I might give them a contact book as well to start jotting down some names and numbers. Okay. The third
Have
thing.
they got to be local?
Sorry?
Have they got to be local?
They can be anywhere in the country. It doesn't matter. I just want you to get names out onto a bit of paper. Okay. Don't worry about that. We can sort out who they are a little bit later. The third thing I want you to do is to book your classroom training. Okay. And I would show him where to book that. And the fourth thing I'd want him to do is I'd leave some personal development. Okay, so I'd either leave a book or I'd give him a link to some Jim Rohn or Making the Shift CD. Depending on who it was, I just want to leave them with some personal development. Okay, now this list is just a test. Okay, I deliberately have left it loose because it's a test to see how much of it he can do, how sort of like keen he is and everything like that. Okay, so don't worry too much about that. You've noticed I've not gone into detail like when the next stop is, when Express Day is, what the Epsom challenge is, and any of that, because if I go into that and give him too much information, his head explodes. Okay, and the next day what I get is a message saying, I've been thinking. Okay, and we've all had that before, haven't we? I've been thinking, and that's a lot of time it's because suddenly they thought the business was really simple and we've given them a deluge of stuff. So we leave it really simple and say, Peter, we've got a couple of appointments to do in 2 days' time. I'll pick you up at the appointed time. Okay, and I want to go on those appointments with him. Does that make sense?
Yeah, thank you.
Fantastic. So we go on the first appointment and we go on the appointment with, let's say we go on an appointment with Hazel. Okay, we do the appointment presentation and let's say she decides to become a customer and a partner as well. That's fantastic. That's not always going to happen, but we're going to use that for that scenario. I would then say to Hazel, Hazel, welcome to the team. We've just got some stuff to take care of to get you going in the business. It's going to take about 20 minutes. Do you have time now? Most people say yes. Okay. And then I'm going to say, let me just clear this. Then I'm going to say to Hazel, what we're going to do, Hazel, is, let me get rid of this, is I want to just cover some basics and we're going to cover something called team leader. You can tell I've not used this before. Let me get rid of this and let me go back into something. Oh, I can't remember. But anyway, I would say what we're going to do is go to team leader and I'll ask Hazel, how do you want to build a business, Hazel? Fast or slow? And whatever she says, I'm going to do that in 90 days. And I'll do exactly the same what I did with Peter in drawing out what team leader is, getting a list of 20 names, going to the partner portal, watching the videos and making some calls. Okay. But the really, really important thing is who else is watching while I'm doing all that? Peter, because he's on the appointment as well. Okay, so Peter has now seen this twice. Okay, and let's say I go to the next appointment and they join, he's seen it 3 times. Okay, because what I want to do, this is all part of duplication, and I want him out there being able to show this as well to his new people as soon as possible. Okay, so don't be afraid to, I call it throwing them in the deep end, getting them up and running really, really quickly. Now, I'm just going to tell you a little bit about some of the background with that, because some of you may be thinking, oh my God, how can we do all that and stuff like that? Before 6 years ago, all the application forms we used to have were on paper. Okay, some of you will remember that. They were on paper. Didn't have to do quotes, didn't have to do any of that. We just joined up people by paper. Okay, what also didn't exist was the mentoring program. Okay, so people didn't have to have a mentor go with them. We like if they do, because you're in control, but don't be afraid if somebody just says, I want to go and do appointments. Okay, these are grown people, they're adults, they're very capable people. Okay, so don't be afraid. We've now got systems in place. We do a newbies call, we do Zoom ops, we do lots and lots of things to get them started. Now, your psychology is when you've got a new person is this, and I'm going to give you some figures, and these figures may scare you a little bit. I don't know. I'm going to take that risk. Okay. 1 in 20 people who join this business, these are the stats, 1 in 20 people who join this business get to team leader. Okay. If you look at your own business, count up how many IDs you've got. By and large, it usually works that 1 in 20 people get to team leader. Now, the thing is, when you recruit someone, you don't know if they're that 1 in 20. Okay, so you have to work with them as if they are, but just in case they're not, you want to know who they know as soon as possible. Okay, because who's ever had somebody join the business and quit within their first week? Put your hands up if you've had someone quit within their first week. How
2 hours is my record.
How many? 2 hours.
2 hours.
Okay, so we don't know. And if I go back to a real life example, in 2001, I recruited a guy called Peter. Okay, and he joined the business. We got working in his list. He recruited someone in North Yorkshire with my help, and then we recruited someone else. That somebody else at the third level today is an SGL in the business. Okay, Peter is no longer in the business. Okay, he quit, but that leg has got 7,000 customers in it. So what I'm saying to you guys is, we want everyone to succeed, but accept that some people's journey may be only a week, a month, a year. It could be QD, it could be flying club, and then their life takes them somewhere else, and that's absolutely perfect. But for you guys who want to build a big business and want to be here in the long term, you have to have the mindset that somebody joins your business. Let's get into their list. Let's see who they know, because they may not be here in a month's time. They may not be here in a week's time. Or in Peter's case, they may not be here in 2 hours' time. Okay. And what we've actually found is, if you go and do a fast start plan and you can get some appointments, people stay longer if they've got appointments in the diary. They don't quit. Now, all the other stuff, when I meet Peter in a couple of days' time to go and do appointments, I can tell him about Express Day. I can tell him about Pizza Tuesday. I can tell him about all these other things. We're just doing it in bite-sized chunks, because does he have to know the NNL bonus if he's going to quit in a month's time? No. So we don't explode their head. We just leave it really simple, just so we can give them absolute minimum that we need, just to see if we can start getting some people in front of them to see where we're going. And some of this is working very well. You've seen all the videos. Emma in South Wales, who's signed up 7 customers in her first week and earned £1,900. And you know, people come in and qualified for, it was the hamper, and now it's within their first week and stuff like that. So if you can get them off to a good start, then that's key. So I hope that helps. What I'm going to do is I'm going to stop this recording. Hold on just a moment. I'm just going to stop this recording, and